Hi, I'm Terry, and I'm nuts about stamping. I'm back today with another Sundays with Sizzix project. It's this beautiful wedding card, or it could also be used as a shower card that I made using my Big Shot. So here's how you make this card. I've got a piece of Whisper White 4 1/4 by 11 cardstock. That's going to be the main body or the base of my card. I'm going to lay it on my Simply Scored and score it at the 5 1/2 mark. That's going to create a score line that I'm going to use to fold my card, and there's the card base. The next thing I'm going to do is use my Big Shot and some brand new embossing folders that I got this week. They're called the Delicate Designs folders. There's this one here and this one here. This one's sort of got the ruffled edge. That's the folder I'm going to use. So you get a pack of 2, which is a great value for you. And I'm going to show you how to emboss the front of your card using your Big Shot. You want your platform on tab 1. Then you're going to have your bottom standard cutting pad. Then you're going to put your folder on your card. Now I want mine, remember to open up your folder and you want the rough side underneath. And I measured mine by having the bottom of the card reach the bottom of the folder. And then I'm going to close the cardstock around it and turn it this way. That's the only way I'd be able to slide it through my Big Shot. Put on the top standard cutting pad and run it through. There we go. It does a beautiful design on the front of the card. I'll show you that. Whoops. And there it is there. It's beautiful. And then the next thing I'm going to do is just decorate the front of the card. I'm going to use the Love and Laughter stamp set, and I'm going to use the cake image. It also has a wedding dress image, and it has a marriage phrase and an engagement phrase, and then one that you could use for maybe anniversary. It says, wishing you a lifetime of love and laughter. But I'm going to use the cake. I've already got that mounted on clear block C, and then I've got the congratulations mounted on clear block G. So those are the 2 clear blocks you're going to need. I've got a piece of Whisper White cardstock that's cut 2 1/2 inches squared. Ink up my stamp. There we go. Got that done. I'll just set that aside for now. And then what I'm going to do is bring in a piece of basic gray cardstock that's 1/4 inch larger than my Whisper White. So this was 2 1/4 inch square. This is 2 1/2 inch square. I'm going to adhere that onto my square. Like so. Now I have another piece of basic gray cardstock that I've pre-cut that's going to go on top of the card, like so. It's going to sort of separate the phrase layer with the Delicate Designs layer. I'm going to adhere that on using my snail adhesive. So, and then I'm going to, instead of using snail, I decided since it's a wedding card, this is a gift for a friend at work who is having her wedding this weekend. So when she gets back to work on Monday, I am going to have this card ready to give her. So because it is a wedding card, I decided I'm going to use some Stampin' Dimensionals to raise up the cake image. It adds, again, just a little bit of a fancier detail. Just adjust this a little bit. I want it to be nice and straight on my card. Okay, we've got that done. And then what I'm going to do is stamp the phrase down at the bottom of the card now that I've got it all organized. There we go. It says congratulations. Now, in and of itself, this is a cute card, but I think it just needs one more detail towards the top. So I have my itty bitty punch pack, and I've got this little punch here, which is like a little flower punch. And what I'm going to do is punch 2 basic gray flowers from a piece of scrap basic gray. I always keep my scraps. And then I have 1 whisper white flower. I'm going to adhere them to the front of the card using my 2-way glue pen. And I'm going to put them up near the cake topper part. And I just put the 2-way glue on the middle part of the flower so that I can bend the petals up and give them a little bit of dimension. So let's see, I'll put a second flower, a white one over here. And then a 3rd gray one. Let's see, and move that little white one. The nice part about the 2-way glue pen is you can move it around a little bit. Okay, like so. And then every card needs a little bling in my world. So I'm going to bring in, I've got a DVD case that I've decorated, and inside I have my rhinestone, my basic rhinestone jewels. And so I'm going to pick up some small rhinestone jewels, the smallest ones I guess on this sheet. I've got my paper piercing tool, which for me is the perfect tool to pick up the rhinestones and transfer them over, and then I just push them off the end of the point, and they're in where I want them to be. Also saves on your fingernails. Okay, we've got that. So I put 4 rhinestones across the bottom, and then I'm going to add 3 more to the center of my flowers that I've got as a little cake topper decoration, or an added touch at the top of my card. And there we go. Now, when the flower is adhered dry, when it's all dry underneath, what I'll do is I'll take my fingertips and I'll just bend the flowers up a little bit to add a little bit of dimension to the top of the card, like so. So there we go. It only took a couple of minutes, and I have a beautiful wedding card to give to someone special. For a complete listing of the supplies and the measurements for the cardstock, please hop on over to my blog, www.nutz.aboutstamping.com. While on my blog, make sure you are a newsletter subscriber. I have a special series of free newsletters that are coming out right now called the 12 Weeks of Christmas, with lots of Christmas ideas. And I also send 2 free regular newsletters a month. If you're a scrapbooker, I have a special edition that comes out as well each month, so you can get lots of project ideas. There's a link on my blog for my online store if you'd like to place an order for the supplies I use to make this card, or you can just ask me a question. I have other sample ideas that you won't see anywhere else on my blog too. I'm Terry. I am Nuts About Stamping. See you next time. Bye for now.